Okay, Shabab, welcome back. So again, let's complete describing a personal memory. You listen to two stories. What about the second story? Please try to
Yeah,
answer. Would you like to listen again or no need? The second
no need,
story.
no.
No need, teacher.
Type. Yeah, number one. Huh. When and where did the story happen? Ibrahim.
Uh,
At
I
Mhm.
think
at
a garden, right?
at the garden, yeah.
Yes, in the garden
Yeah.
or
Yes.
her parents' house garden.
And
But
she
when?
was 12 years old.
Exactly. Then
Yeah.
what other background information, ya Ibrahim?
She blinched. For,
Mhm.
forgot everything.
No, what other background information?
Oh yes.
What was she doing?
There were a lot of people.
Exactly, there were a lot of family members in the
Yes.
garden.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. She was playing
Playing with the
Yes.
swing.
with the swing, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what happened, ya Abdulaziz?
The swing uh fall down on her head, and
Yes,
she blacked out.
and she blacked out. Like,
Yeah.
how did she feel, ya Ibrahim? How did she feel?
Embarrassed.
She felt embarrassed. Okay, she felt shy. هي طبعا انكسفت يعني حرقت من الايه what happened and especially they still remember this incident. طيب
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
the last again listen to the story the last story again.
Right, so it was a time when I was really frightened, and it was about 2 years ago when I was on holiday in Sicily, and one afternoon we decided to hire a boat to go and sail around the coast. It started off quite nicely. The sun was shining, and we were sunbathing, but then we decided to drop the anchor and stay still for a little while, but I didn't know that you shouldn't use the engine when the anchor is dropped. So somehow the rope got tangled up in the engine, and the engine stopped working. So we were stuck. The boat started floating out towards the sea, and also at the same time the weather changed. It became very windy, and the sea got choppy, and we were quite scared. So when we looked in the boat, the radio didn't work, so we couldn't ask for any help. We thought we were going to be stuck there all night, because we had no way of contacting anybody. There was water coming in the boat, we were cold, it was windy, and we didn't know what to do. It was desperation, really. But in the end, it was okay because my girlfriend managed to find the telephone number of the people who gave us the boat. So after about half an hour, maybe, they came and rescued us. But at the time, it was we were very worried and very scared.
Yeah.
Right, when and
Yeah.
where did the story happen?
In the boat. Yes.
The story happened 2 years ago, and
2 years
happened
ago.
2 years
on the
ago.
boat. Yeah,
Where?
happened on the boat in
The boat.
Sicily, in Italy.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh
Like,
yes. Yes.
what other background information do you learn?
Like the sun was
The,
shining,
Yes.
yes. The,
and
Mhm.
yeah,
What else?
the
yes.
sun shining,
They were
and
too scared.
they were
Yes.
having fun. Yeah,
No, yeah, they were having fun at the beginning, and they decided to stay a
they
while.
were
They decided to drop the anchor,
to the anchor. Yeah,
okay, to stand
Yeah.
still.
and they
Make that.
didn't know that they
So what happened after doing this? What happened?
the the engine started to I think to float on the sea.
That's
The engine stopped.
when they started the engine while dropping the anchor. So in this way,
The boat was broken.
The boat
exactly the engine stopped
engine
working.
stopped working. Yeah,
Yes, and they were very
they were worried
Very
and scared.
scared. And what
And also
happened
they
at
were,
the end? At the end, what happened?
and the man called her his
The
girlfriend.
owner of the boat.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
they came, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
to rescue them. Okay.
To rescue them. Yeah.
Yes. Then, how did they feel, Ibrahim?
Was scared.
But this is at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
How did they feel?
Oh,
They were
after
cold.
that,
They were
yes,
cold.
Yes, of course, they were happy because they were survived again.
Yeah.
طيب.
yeah,
Here يا شباب, now this is your turn. After listening twice to the three people, now it's your turn to give me your personal memory. In your personal memory, you can start your story like this. Describe the events like this. Describe how you felt like this. How the story end and listening to showing your interest. Okay? So no need to listen again. But you can start your memory like this. I remember when, blah, blah, blah. This is story of something happened to me when I was, blah, blah, blah. It was about 2 years ago, for example. At that time, I was working, studying, blah, blah, blah. I was with, blah, blah, blah. I used to come home from school. The sun was shining, anything like this. This introduction or background information. Describe the event.
Oh.
You can say one day, suddenly, then, after that, at the same time, to show the sequence of the events.
Yeah.
To describe your feelings, you can say it was so embarrassing, ولا كان شيء مخجل, أو it was a bit sad, كان يوم محزن, أو at the time we were very worried or ill.
Worried.
To end your story, you can say eventually, يعني في النهاية, أو in the end, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So this for the listener of your story, he can say how amazing, how funny, how sad, really معقول, so what happened? To show that you are listening and following. Okay? So I give you 2 minutes to prepare yourself. Please choose any one of those, any one,
Okay.
and describe it. And in your description, please describe or answer the 4 questions as you did. Here are the 4 questions, 1 to 4. In your description, please give me details about when and where, and what other background information, what happened, how do you feel? Or how did you feel during or at that time? Okay, Shabab? Please, in
Okay.
your talk, use these expressions. By the way, this is speaking and writing. This is speaking and writing. So you can write notes now and use the same notes to write your personal story or personal memory as homework. But now let's do this as speaking and writing your homework, inshallah. And this is the last part of Unit 2. After that, you should revise Units 1 and 2 and get ready for a progress test 1 this week, بأمر. So you have 2 minutes to prepare yourself. Choose any occasion of these or anyone you want to talk about. Please start once you are ready. But at the beginning, let me know which one you will you talk about.
For me, a story about a pet.
Which one?
A story about a childhood pet. Yes.
As to a childhood pet.
Yeah.
This is Ibrahim. طيب,
Yeah.
Abdulaziz.
For me, I will talk about a childhood accident.
Okay, خلاص, go ahead. يلا, you have 2 minutes to prepare yourself. Please answer the 4 questions in your talk. Go ahead. You can start talking when you are ready, please. Finished? Who can start? يا رجالة, who can start?
Abdulaziz teacher.
Not
يلا
yet,
يا عبد
teacher. Not
العزيز.
yet. Not yet, teacher.
طيب. Please don't
Yeah.
write as I told you. Please يا شباب, it's not writing, huh?
I know.
It's
Yeah.
not
Okay.
writing.
Yeah.
Not writing.
Yeah.
It's speaking. Okay, يلا, one more minute.
Okay.
يلا يا شباب. عبد العزيز, start now, please.
Okay, teacher. I will talk about an action that happened in my childhood. This is the story of something that happened to me when I was 13 years old. I was
Okay.
playing with my brothers. I was playing football with my brothers, and the sun was shining. The sun was shining, and yeah,
Right.
and while I was scoring goals, suddenly my brother kicked my leg, and I fell off on my head, and my head was bleeding. So my family had to take me to the hospital.
Right.
Okay, and after we arrived to the hospital, the doctors said that they had to do a surgery. Okay, and
Yeah.
and my family was outside the room of the surgery, and they were worried about
Sure.
me.
Yeah. Good.
And after spending more than 3 hours, eventually the surgery was finished, and we got back to home. Yeah.
And how did you feel?
Like at the end, right?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. You should be happy or
Yes.
pleased or delighted.
Yes, I was really pleased that the surgery was
Successful.
successful, and yeah.
course,
Yeah,
excellent.
that's it.
Very nice personal memory, Abdulaziz. Please write it
Thank you.
in a detailed
Sure, teacher.
story, please. Now, Ibrahim,
Sure.
what about you? Thank you.
Welcome, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
I will tell you about a story about the childhood.
Mhm.
When I was 12 years old, I was playing football with my friends
Mhm.
and in my house. We
Yeah.
found a small cat in the garden, and it was injured, and she was hungry and thirsty.
Oh.
We went to the hospital and to save her, and she was okay. Like
Mhm.
not strong injuries. Yes.
Yeah.
Then we come back at home. We didn't let the cat inside because my dad was allergic to cats, so we let
Good.
her out.
Good.
There was a couch, and we let her sit down on the couch. We fed her food and water, and she
Yeah.
was living with us. Yes. Then one day it was raining, and the weather was very cold.
Mhm.
She ran away from the house because she hates the rain, and she disappeared. We didn't find her. And, it was very sad. Yes.
Yes, amazing story, Ibrahim. Thank you very much. Amazing, Yeshwab. Please, again, as I asked it, Abdulaziz, write this story in a
Sure,
more
teacher.
detailed. Yes, please. And
Yeah.
please revise the key expressions, the key grammar points in units 1 and 2, the vocabulary, listening, reading, everything in units 1 and 2 to be ready for progress test 1
Okay.
soon, بأمر. Thank you again, ya Shabab. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you for your active participation today. Stay safe. Take care. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Thank you.
Welcome,
Amen.
teacher.
Have a nice break. Thank you.